I'm about to change a lot of lives with this video. You are constantly emitting a frequency into the universe, and the world around you is the manifestation of that frequency. And this is great news because I'm about to reveal the formula to the dream life frequency. The frequency that quite literally forces the universe to obey any command that you give it. Because everything you desire, you are not supposed to be chasing. You are simply supposed to be matching that vibration. Every single thing from the stars to the planets, to the trees, to the people, to the water is vibrating in the universe. It is now scientifically proven that everyone is emitting a constant frequency and has an energy field around them, pushing and pulling things, people, situations, and matching energies into our lives. And in this video, I am quite literally about to change your life. The dream life frequency is so very real, and it's the secret that all the rich, successful, and happy people know. And you're probably wondering, why listen to this guy? Well, I am Trey Colley, a dream life mentor and coach, and I built multiple companies to 7 figures by understanding the formula and energy to money and manifestations and matching any vibration that I want to bring into my life. So I understand and I've mastered if I want a dream home, dream car, dream relationship, I just have to master that frequency to bring anything into my life that I desire. Now, keep in mind that you can use this for good or evil. And I really prefer that anyone that has bad intentions is not watching this video. So please comment, I vow to use this information for good. And make sure you stay till the end of this video because I'm going to be revealing the 3-step formula that creates your dream life frequency. And it is this formula. And it is these 3 specific words that I'm going to be breaking down this video that literally predict your future and create it. And right now, you are living a life on autopilot and you're attracting all the things you don't want because you're not in charge of your vibration. Your vibration is everything. The materialistic world simply comes into fruition through a vibrational match. And this is great news because everything that you've wanted is there, but you have to step outside of the current box of how you're currently thinking and the frequency that you're currently emitting into the one of the version of you that has it all. And there is a version of you that has it all. And there's many different versions of you. There's many different vibrational versions of you, and you simply have to get in alignment with the one that has everything you've wanted. Now, the biggest mistake that people make is that they don't know what they want and when they want it by. Goals without deadlines are fantasies. If you have a journal right now, write that down. Goals without deadlines are fantasies, right? And I want you to break down in your journal, in the notes on your phone, anywhere that you can write it down. And if you're listening and going on a walk, pay close attention. And remember this for later. You have to break down different things in your life, different aspects. I'm talking about the finances, the relationships, the freedom, your career, what makes you happy, what makes you fulfilled, the dream trips. There's different categories, different frequencies. You got to break that down and you got to get specific. Your dream car, what is it? When do you want it by? How much does it cost to have it per month? Your dream home, what is it? Where is it? Go look it up right now. Go find your dream home. What does it look like to you? What resonates with your soul? What's in alignment with you? How much does it cost to afford that property? Your dream relationship, your dream partner, what is that to you? Your dream best friend, your dream friend group, your dream trip. What is your purpose? Have you ever decided to start asking yourself more questions to get to know yourself better? We're going around not even knowing who we are or what we want to do. If you want to match the frequencies of your desire, you have to get in alignment with your true, authentic self. And if you're wondering what is my purpose is, let me give you a hint because I've actually built a company that's designed to help people find their God-given purpose and reach their full potential. It's called faithfulnote.com. And if you want to find your purpose, look and break down the things that you study for free, the things that you love to do for free. And I want you to just focus on becoming a master of those things that you love. Because there's no one in human history that's become a master of something and did not get paid a ton of money for it. Because guess what? Money is energy, and money is just an exchange of value. And yes, I have to break all this down before I give you the formula to the dream life frequency, because all of these aspects are very imperative to understand in order for you to truly understand your responsibility as the creator of your life for your vibrational control. Okay? So break down what you want financially. Is it $100,000 a month? $1 million a month? You may be thinking, oh, that's not possible. That's not. We're going to break down all of that. That is a limiting belief, and all beliefs are limiting. So what we have to do is we have to break you out of one box and put you into a different one. But it's going to be a bigger box with a higher abundance for sure, right? Love, freedom, happiness, purpose, travel, can be many more things. Spirituality, a relationship with God. You want to figure it and break it out all, and you want to have goals for all. Now that you have X marks on the map, you can then reverse engineer into actionable steps. But most importantly, once you understand what you want, right, the dream car, the dream house, the dream relationship, I need you to take a moment and literally go from where you are now, presently, in terms of how you feel from an emotional perspective, to what it would be like if you had it all. What would it be like if you had a life where you could do whatever you want, whenever you want? What would it be like if you had your dream partner supporting you, loving you? What would it be like if you could go anywhere and never have to worry about money and swipe the card? Would you feel confident? Would you feel abundant? Would you feel love? Would you feel grateful? Would you feel giving? Would you want to give to the world? What would it feel like if you got paid to live your purpose? What would it feel like for you to get paid to chase your dreams and to literally be in alignment with your passions? What would that be like? Get in alignment of that feeling. And if you don't know yet, because you haven't been there, you're in a state of lack, you don't know what it feels like to be loved because you've never had a party, you don't know what it feels like to be in a mansion because you've never been in a mansion, and you simply don't know, let me break it down for you. What have you ever felt a state of gratitude before, right? Get into that frequency. Have you ever felt like you got lucky before? Get in a state of that frequency. Have you ever made money easier than you normally do? Get in a state of that frequency, right? Focus on high vibrational thoughts, high vibrational positive perspectives on life, because now from this point forward, now that you're aware of the limiting beliefs that may be holding you back and you're aware of where you want to go, it's going to be a beautiful path of joyous expansion, because you're going to get in alignment with the vibration, and the path is now able to finally appear, because the path was always there, but you weren't looking for it because you didn't know the specifics and you didn't know it was possible. But now that you're broadcasting the correct frequency into the law of attraction, which is a secondary law, the law of vibration, it's now going to reveal the next steps for you to get closer to that dream life. And yes, it is law. It is law. Whatever you admit into the world is what the universe must bring back into your life. God has created these laws that govern the universe, and it's very important to understand them because they're always constantly operating. So the first thing we have is belief. You're going to have beliefs about certain things about money, right? You could say that, if you're a guy, you could say, oh, no women think I'm attractive or want to be around me. Limiting belief. You could think about money. Oh, money's always hard to get, and, my family's never had money and we're poor. Limiting belief. You could have something about freedom, that you think that you have to be working all the time to make money. Limiting belief. You have to be aware, and once you're aware, you can choose new beliefs, and you could quite literally choose anything. The more optimistic and the more free will you are, the better. Because listen, you can only achieve to what you believe possible. You want to aim for the stars and maybe you land on the moon, but that's okay. But the higher you aim, the better. But when it comes to goal setting, you want to set goals that are very attainable so you can build up like a ladder step. Get 1% better every single day, because the giant goal may be a little bit overwhelming and may actually lower your vibration because deep down you truly don't believe it's possible. But when you break it down into small bite-sized pieces, suddenly it's a lot more attainable, and it's a rope that you climb and get closer to every single day, and it's going to show up a lot faster than you expected. Reprogram your beliefs, then you got to reprogram your thoughts. Your thoughts are constantly happening, and you are not your thoughts. You are the witness to your thoughts. Your thoughts are your current programming, the current frequency you're emitting. And it's a muscle you have to develop into your brain to develop a new reality. So when something happens that didn't go as planned and you get that negative frequency thought, you must grab it and turn it into a positive and release it back. Over and over and over again until you develop the habit where when anything negative happens, you understand it's never negative. It's always working out in your favor, and it's always a positive perspective, because all parts of life are good, because all obstacles in life aren't really negative. They're there to make us better so we can handle our dream life once it's here. Because we have to develop new skill sets and new knowledge and new wisdom and new experience and new strength to be able to handle the life of our dreams. Don't wish it was easier, wish it was better. And remember, we are literally walking around in the materialistic world of our current thoughts have manifested. And we can change our future by changing our thoughts. And whatever we think we are, we are. We are. You're always going to be right, because your beliefs and your thoughts are always going to attract supporting things, supporting situations, supporting people to further those beliefs. And your ego, the old low vibrational state of you, does not want to just disappear. It's going to try to do everything it can in its power to stay there. But your high vibrational self has to have enough self-regulation to be able to choose different thoughts that will lead to different actions, that will lead to a different frequency to bring you a different life. Now, the third aspect to this formula, you have beliefs, you have thoughts, and the next thing is you have emotions. The emotions and what we're going to call the feeling is everything. The feeling and the emotion is everything, and your emotions should be your little compass. It should tell you exactly if you're emitting a low vibration or high vibration, because when you don't feel good and you have low energy levels and you feel sad, those are low vibrations. That's not a lot of faith, that's a lot of fear. What does fear lead to? A lack of living, a lack of action, a lack of clarity, and a lack of alignment. What does faith lead to? What does all the biblical scriptures say about having faith and prayer and the power of words, thoughts, and so on? And not just in the Bible, I'm talking about in all religions. These are the truths that have been passed down for thousands of years that for some reason we're trying to keep covered up. And we now live in a society where we just want to teach people to memorize information and just to go with it, instead of understanding that we are supposed to be innovators, creators, and co-creators of God, and aligning and embracing the creative process of life and the process of joyous expansion of having desires and frequency alignment and becoming better, because we don't attract what we want, we attract what we are and what we emit. And we can change that at any day. And the moment that we decide is when the frequency in your antenna will shift and you'll start to go down a new wonderful path. And that version of you is already there. You just become it in the moment. And then time and space compresses, and there's no choice but to get that new version of you and that new reality of you. It is so important, I cannot emphasize enough, to focus on high vibrational thoughts. When you are not feeling good, when you are not feeling happy, when you are not feeling grateful, you need to write down a feels good list. You need to write down why is it important for you to be feeling good, right? So what are your goals? The dream mansion. Remind yourself of the dream mansion. Remind yourself of the dream partner. Write it down. You're going to affirm it into this reality, or it's already there, it's already on its way. I everything is great, everything is working out for me because I am in my dream mansion with my dream relationship and my dream car. And then you're not just gonna write it down to write it down as therapy, you're writing it down to remind yourself of that feeling, to re-spark that fire and light inside of you, to reignite the vibrations that are coming off of you, and to change your frequency, to raise your vibe. And when you raise your vibe, people can feel it. It's like an aura around you, right? And you need to understand that if you just hold this high vibration and these good feeling thoughts and feelings for long enough, you will get everything you wanted. It's all along the same plane. You have to hold it for long enough to give it time to materialize, because the universe is a very intellectually created design that will always work out things better than what we had planned, right? The way that we think the dream car is going to come into life is probably not the best way for it to. And we just have to trust the process and have faith and enjoy the creative process of the surprises and gifts along the way. Again, everything is always working out in our favor. And guys, if you like this type of content, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're interested in working with me, Trey Colley one-on-one, there should be an application form below. And make sure to follow my Instagram as well, at Trey Colley with 2 Lies. But make sure you leave a like and you subscribe. Let's go. Go out, change the world, chase your purpose, and actually don't chase it all, attract. Let's go.